Oh, what? Oh, man. That was a good nap that I took. Wait, what's that? I'm supposed to do another Ackley Reacts? Oh, well, how long has it been since I did the last one? Oh. I guess I didn't know, so... Well, I guess it has been a while right about now, so... Might as well get right to it. Hey guys, this is SamAttack4427 here, and welcome to another, well, pretty much a long-awaited, another episode of, oh, you get the idea. Welcome to the long-awaited second episode of Ackley Reacts. So, yeah, I do indeed apologize if I took way too long to actually get on another episode for all of you guys, especially since I debuted the first episode not too long ago. I was kind of busy with other stuff as we speak, but yeah, nevertheless, I am here today with, of course, another episode for all of you guys, because yeah, I think, I guess pretty much, I think I might have strayed away from this show for quite a while, but I'll do my best to see if I can do as much as I can for this show right about now, because, yeah, apparently there's a lot of stuff for me to look over and whatnot, so yeah, I figured that's exactly what I thought I would do for all of you guys, so yeah, now that I think pretty much ever since I did the first episode right around almost 3 years ago with of course Tilly to the rescue back in 2017, kind of figured that I would dive right into another episode right about now, and yeah, and oddly enough, ever since I debuted the first episode, I've been getting a lot of people wanting me to see if I can react to another certain video that I would look at, So yeah, I kind of figure that I think for the second episode, I kind of thought that's exactly what I'll do. And like I said, I'll probably do as much as I can for this one. So what am I going to be doing for the second episode? Well, kind of an interesting one to talk about. So I think we'll basically do one on this guy. If that image alone doesn't actually get you the slightest idea on what I'm going to be reacting to, I don't know what will. So yeah, I kind of figure for today's episode of Ackley Reacts, I would go ahead and watch a video by a YouTube user simply known as Dr. Crafty. Now for this channel in particular, I actually don't know about this guy in a nutshell, but what I do know, however, I think he's basically one of those artist type channels, you know, the kind of people on YouTube that actually go out and do some really unique drawings and stuff and showcase it to all their subscribers. Well, basically that is what Dr. Crafty is like, but from what I recall, I think it's probably more towards a funny sort of way right about now. So yeah, I've never even heard about this guy for quite some time, but apparently this was of course recommended to me by of course my wonderful girlfriend and of course a fellow collaborator on several of my videos, which is of course Casta Melody. So yeah, she kind of figured that I would think about probably like several years ago, I believe. I think she actually thought that I would probably watch one of his videos for this episode of Ackley Reacts, just to see if I can, see if it'll pique my interest. Well, I kind of figure that seeing how I am long overdue for this one, I figure that's exactly what I'm gonna do for my wonderful girlfriend, because yeah, I actually do love her and I care for her that much. So yeah, I guess I kind of figure that that's exactly what I'm do. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do now. Now of course this video from of course Dr. Crafty that my girlfriend recommended to me, it is of course going to be on episode 7. It's ya boy. Yeah, I think I might have misspelled it, but I think I might as well go ahead and say a much more street slang type thing. More likely Dr. Crafty episode 7. It's ya boy. So yeah, there we go. I think yeah, I think that's exactly how I'm gonna do it. So I think from what I recall, this episode of Dr. Crafty that I'm gonna look at for today is of course going to revolve is, of course, revolving around Team Skull from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, if you know me, I have been a longtime fan of Pokemon, so I guess if anything, based on what I've heard from my girlfriend, I figure that's exactly what I'm gonna react to. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do right about now. Also, I had to jump cut for a second because I was kind enough to bring some water with me for this one to help quench my thirst right about now. So, but yeah, I think nevertheless, I think I'm all set and ready to go right about now. I have the episode right in front of me, and of course, if you want to see the full-on video for yourself, I will provide the actual video that I'm going to be reacting to down in this corner right down here, just in case you didn't know. So, but yeah, I guess nevertheless, I've got the episode ready to go, and well, how does it hold up in such a way? Well, I guess if anything, I think I might as well find out for myself. So yeah, I guess with that being said, let's take a look. Clever opening. I don't know what I'm gonna be in for, but this is gonna be quite fun. Oh! Okay then.
Yo, what is currently occurring, Home Incisions? Dialogue towards your maternal caregiver.
Alright, what is up with these subtitles in this video?
Today's show is going to be propelling projectiles
I really don't know what to expect.
West Side female canines.
Wow. Just wow. I literally felt myself die inside.
Okay, that's enough of that, Boulder Dash. Today's episode is going to be very bad.
The bar's not exactly set all that high in the first place.
You're not helping. Anyway, in today's experiment, I decided we're going
I think I'm immediately falling in love with the designs for these two characters over here about now. I think they're very uniquely drawn right about now. I really don't know why. I think it's pretty much my fascination for anything related to animation, but I think it's quite nice.
Team Skull today?
Correct, Nurse, my dear. Team Skull have quickly become a favorite band of villains, not just for me personally, but the entire Pokemon fandom in general.
Oh yes, that is true. That is true.
Such an affable bunch.
Indeed. It's been quite a while since we've had an enjoyable evil Pokemon team. Let's face it, the last several teams we've had have been utterly embarrassing.
And plus, you do not want to know what has been going on with Team Rocket ever since the first season of the show. They have the tendency to actually, destroy gender roles and whatnot.
Team Rocket, these two teams shook up the formula by facing off against one another, rather than against our protagonist directly. Depending on the version of the game you played, the goal was to either stop Team Magma erasing the ocean to have more land, or to stop Team Aqua flooding the planet to create more ocean. Both teams feeling it necessary to terraform the world for the betterment of humanity. The only problem with that motivation is there's no actual need to terraform the planet.
That is true.
Wow.
No one in Holland seems to show any sense of discomfort, nor is there a present danger of drought or flooding before Team Aqua and Magma's climate-changing shenanigans. So yeah, I can see their motivation being pretty weak. Still, Team Galactic has it even worse in that regard. They wanted to literally remake reality by manipulating time and space, claiming they're unsatisfied with the present reality, but never actually said what causes their dissatisfaction. Again, there's just nothing that was already wrong with the Pokemon world to even warrant a need, much less justify rewriting all of existence.
Yes, because clearly that's what we expect out of anything, anything related to Pokemon.
The funny thing about these guys is they kind of actually had a point to begin with. They had a compelling argument at first, considering this is a world where cockfighting is essentially legal and encouraged. But then they go and shoot their plan.
Well, that's what I expected to see. Two chickens fighting, representing cockfighting.
Like a Pokemon version of pizza.
Not to mention their leader. He takes the cake if his master plan plays out. If I'm understanding this correctly, his plan involves brainwashing a young boy and using a cult's dogma to reinforce the belief that humans and Pokemon need to be separated for their own safety because of the consequences of conflict.
Oh, it sounds a little bit like Mewtwo from the first Pokemon movie.
Until that gets thrown out of the window when it turns out the real reason for the scheme was to convince all other trainers to release their Pokemon. so that the cult leader would be the strongest trainer by default. Hey, guess this. Newsflash for you. Just because everyone releases their Pokemon doesn't mean they can't just go to the store, buy new Pokeballs, and catch new Pokemon to teach deadly moves to beat your ass down with.
Yeah, that would have been super easy, barely an inconvenience.
The Pokeball production industry, then corner the market to restrict access to Pokeballs at the very least.
And then there's Team Flare.
Oh, yeah, Team Flare.
Okay, are you sitting down for this one? These guys' shtick is they want to be more fashionable than everyone else in the world and make a profit doing so.
Never mind the fact that that's
Yeah,
weak motivation.
why is that?
But couple that with the motives of their leader, Lysander.
He
Wow.
literally built a cannon to nuke the world because he believes the world of Pokemon is full of pain and suffering and people fight over resources. They're totally not suffering at all, by the way. If you haven't seen the pattern already, allow me to reiterate. Everything in Pokemon World is fine.
Not to mention
True.
the solution to this perceived problem is mass genocide. How does that even help? So basically, the team's leader's goals don't even have any coinciding elements to the goals of the rest of the team. I get the feeling there was a major breakdown in communication and a severe lack of focus in their direction.
But, after all that, we finally get a breath of fresh air with Team Skull. A band of outcasts, misfits and thugs that, when you really get down to it, just want to feel like they belong. There's a tangible sense of honor among thieves here, you could say.
That's right. Plumeria definitely looks out for the grunts in much the same way a big sister or mother would, and at no point berates the grunts' failure against the protagonist.
Yep, this is
Rather,
actually
she
quite
stands up
unique
for
when
them
you
and
think
challenges
about it.
herself in their
It's really
defense.
quite nice.
Then, of course, you have everybody's boy, Guzma. Oh, how I love this guy. Let me jump the wall.
Yeah, I'd like to see this
He
guy actually
oozes
say,
charm
yeah,
and
boy,
charisma
actually,
unlike
for
Crafty.
quite a long time, kind of like that
And
one
his
kid
goal
that
is
actually
that of
did that
mounting
for like
retribution
2
against
minutes
the
and
system
whatnot.
he feels is
That would be
failing
quite
others
interesting
as
to
well.
see.
He's not trying to
In fact, I can
remake
imagine any
reality
Team
or
Skull
conquer
cosplayer would
slash
actually do
destroy the
something like
world.
that.
He just wants to
That would
say,
be quite nice if I
"Fuck you to the
experienced that at another
establishment."
con I'll go
A
to.
sentiment I can rather get behind.
That's true. Unlike the past games, we do see their motives actually play out throughout the game. And when you begin to understand not only their plight, but the support they have for one another, you begin to see a group of miscreants that have actual feelings and
Yeah, I just love the way that some of them actually slouch down like this.
You just be
Yeah,
careful
I think
with
it's-
street cred, yo.
Yeah,
Oh, don't
yeah, I
you
think it
say
actually
that.
is quite nice when you think about it. Just a little street crime and whatnot.
We should talk for a moment about another interesting facet of character design. In particular, familiars.
Oh, yes, that's actually a good thing to mention. To clarify, in this context, familiars refer to characters or creatures who represent and act on the acting character's behalf. So in this case, we're considering Pokemon to be familiars to their trainers.
So what am I talking about exactly? Well, you may have noticed over the last 20 years of Pokemon game history that certain characters' personalities can be shown visually.
I think based on the drawing that these two are working on,
Like how bikers
I think I really love on how they're representing
Showing
the
their
reference
sinister and venomous traits.
photo of course, Will
Right,
Smith with, of
or how
course,
scientists
some
favor steel type
woman that I
Pokemon
don't even know.
medical
It's
expertise.
actually quite nice.
Correct.
Yeah, I think
This
at
is
least
even
they
more
did
noticeable with key characters,
throw in something
such
that
as Jimmy,
they
and in
can
this
use as a
case,
reference
Lily.
to make it their own.
Fans tend to
I'm
refer
actually
to
really
such
impressed
Pokemon
with
as a
what they're
trained
doing.
signature or ace Pokemon.
Guzma uses the Generation 7 Pokemon, Golisopod. Like Guzma, it's a large and intimidating creature that's appearance clearly gives the impression that it can destroy anything it touches. In contrast, though, Golisopod's dex entry states it's calm and meditative. Guzma, on the other hand, clearly has anger issues, so there's a contrast between the two.
Plumeria's ace Pokemon is Salazzle. I have to be careful what I say here. Gotta keep this video ad-friendly after all. Salazzle's
Yeah.
design is difficult
Yeah,
to
don't
talk
want to
about
be hit
without
with those
addressing some of the
demonetization claims
weirder
right about now.
territories of the Pokemon
That is a
fandom.
real bitch on
Even the
YouTube
developers
right
don't
about
shy away
now.
from the overtly sexual nature this Pokemon has. I mean, look at its dex entry for Pete's sake.
Oh my,
Elements
indeed.
don't limit themselves to Salazzle's dex entry either. Some speculate that the patterns on its stomach resemble lingerie underwear, and its pheromones can be comparative to the concept of love potions.
So how does this correlate with Plumeria, I hear you ask? Well, have you seen the girl? Damn, girl, she be looking hot, yo. That's a belly you can cook steak on, hot shot style. Am I right, fellas? Am I right? Can I get
wow.
an amen
Yeah.
here?
Oh my god, can you stop talking jive? We're white enough as it is, and I'm green!
Wow.
But yes, all in all, these are great design concepts to keep in mind when creating something to represent a character and act for them.
Okay then. That just came out of nowhere, but hey, I'll take it. And I think based on what I'm seeing,
I have to
it's looking
warn you,
good.
The trials that replace gym battles in this game
I'm not advocating the drawing that they're working on while commentating over the video. It's quite nice.
Them and not become captains.
I wouldn't be so sure of that, my dear.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Let's analyze a few things and you'll understand. Team Skull are based in Po Town, which has had barricades set up to prevent your passage. These are no ordinary barricades. They're in fact the same ones used in trials throughout the island challenge in the game.
That's true?
Furthermore,
Yeah, I don't even know why they decided to barricade all this right about now. Maybe I think that might be something Pokemon might have warned us about.
When you enter the rundown mansion,
I can't imagine why.
To complete. Find a series of passwords that are once again strategically left out in the open and contain information in the form of notes.
Those messages were easy to find, but where are you going with this?
Let me finish. When the protagonist eventually collects all the passwords, even one that genuinely threw me for a loop, what does the Team Skull guard who clearly knows you're not a member of Team Skull do?
He lets you inside with no problems. Wait.
Yes,
And then
because
you
I think
see
that's
Goomba
exactly
sitting
what
there
they
waiting
would
for you,
do.
having expected you to
No
do,
problem with that.
and challenges you to a battle.
Just like the Totem and Trial Captain battles.
And just like in all the trials, after winning the battle, you get...
A sea crystal! A Gideon Sea!
Ooh,
which means...
okay.
Gothma really did become a Trial Captain! Maybe not officially, but... Wow!
Wow.
Yes. Having said that, though, it's only a theory. A game theory.
Okay. Well, that drawing looks nice. I like it.
So, with our tribute to Team Skull completed, shall we?
Oh, fine. Let's...
Oh, okay, what are they doing now?
Thanks for once again watching
Oh, I
our show,
guess that's
everyone.
it then.
Full artworks can be found...
Whew, wow. Alright, I think that'll be a good place to stop right but now as yeah, of course, we have approached the end of the video right about now, so yeah, I guess if anything, that was impressive. I mean, sure, it was a bit random and completely out of nowhere, but yeah, I actually do find it incredibly funny and very informative, and actually really impressive. So yeah, I'm actually really impressed by this video right about now. I actually really like it. In fact, so much so that hold on one second. Alright, let's see here. Go ahead and like this video, and alright, and might as well go ahead and click subscribe, and yeah, there we go. Alright, and there we go. Got that taken care of right about now. So yeah, like I said, I'm actually really impressed with what Dr. Crafty has, of course, conjured up for this episode right about now. And yeah, in the end, I'm actually really impressed with, of course, what they've given to us. So yeah, congratulations, Dr. Crafty. You won me over right about now, and yeah, you got yourself a new subscriber. And yeah, to Castamelli, if you're watching this, thank you so much for recommending me to watch this right about now. I think I will give you credit where all credit's due right about now. So yeah, if you want to check out Dr. Crafty for yourself, definitely go onto his channel and yeah, definitely watch some of his videos. I highly recommend you check them out if you haven't just yet. So yeah, if you got the time, definitely go check this out. So yeah, that's literally about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode of Ackley Reacts, and yeah, if you have any constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future, then all you gotta do is leave them down in the comment section below. And of course, if you want to keep up to, if you have any questions for me in particular, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up pretty soon, then all you gotta do is send me an email to this email address, backley95@hotmail.com. And of course, if you want to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos in the near future, then all you gotta do is, I think pretty much all you gotta do is follow me on my social media sites, like, of course, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and plenty other social media sites that I have provided. So yeah, all the links to them are down in the description box below. And of course, if you want to see more videos like this coming up in the near future, then all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, as well as turn on the notification bell, so that way you'll be notified once I upload a brand new video. So yeah, that's literally about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode of Ackley Reacts. Like I said, I do indeed apologize if I took way too long to, of course, get this out for you guys, but hey, I guess if anything, life got in the way and whatnot, so yeah, I'll definitely do as many episodes as I can right about now, just to get that out of the way. So yeah, who knows what I'm gonna be reacting to next on the show? You'll just have to tune in to find out. So yeah, that's literally about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, take care.